Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present my thoughts about this summer school. So it was great, wonderful summer school, and I appreciate so much Grace Roots Institute for organizing this excellent training program. My name is Janay, and I am from Kazakhstan. And as I mentioned, all 10 days were wonderful. And at the same time, I would like to share more my thoughts about water, wetland, swamp, lakes related training programs because I work on these issues in Kazakhstan, Central Asia. And that it's why I enjoyed much training from Dr. Nachnebel. He presented excellent lectures about geohydrology in mountains and surface runoff and groundwater hydrology. And it was very interesting for me to know human influence on the hydrological cycle, because we have a big issue in Kazakhstan, Central Asia, how people influence on water cycle, and that is why it was very interesting for me to learn all these lectures. And connected training program is related to GIS and remote sensing application by Dr. Ibrahim Khalil. And I would love to learn more and to learn this tool related to soil conservation stuff and how to use with QGIS. So it was very short training, and it will be great to have this training program for maybe several months during the one semester, maybe, if it's possible. And next, integrated wetland management and conservation is very critical for Kazakhstan, Central Asia. And this training by Dr. Zufa would be very helpful to adopt. Why? Because we have a big problem with water resources in Kazakhstan, Central Asia, with climate change and anthropogenic influence from people. We have peaks of floods and droughts are expanding in Kazakhstan, Central Asia, and how we may work on this issue. So the rational way is to learn from others, from other countries, how they deal on their problems and what they did and good and bad part, what should we adapt and what should we avoid. And I think it's typical in many regions worldwide that cities are developing unsustainable and many villages are trying to build many buildings. They're more condensed now, and all these constructions create a big problem for water circulation, and surface and groundwater not moving properly. And so in many places we are missing sustainable drainage system. We are missing proper filtration, and all this construction with beton, asphalt simply don't allow water circulate in normal way. And at the same time, we have to be more sustainable. If we have wetlands, swamps, it would be rational to keep them. And as you know, we totally eliminated practically this Aral Lake. And I think it would be reasonable to learn more, do not repeat this type of problems in Kazakhstan, in Central Asia. Unfortunately, we continue these activities by destroying swamps and swamp lakes in Kazakhstan, Central Asia. This is an example of Astana city. This city was built on swamp area, and this city continued to destroy the swamps and lakes. This is swamp lake Taldekol, and you may see that this city is expanding, and you may see that from 2004 and more buildings are moving, and they're building like very condensed, and they simply city destroyed this lake. So it's very irrational. Kazakhstan is quite a big country, and we have a lot of places why we're trying to destroy these swamps. And many people were against it, but our construction lobbies are very strong. So it was difficult to convince the city to stop this movement and to develop more in sustainable way, something like this. So to develop more suburbs, to keep these buildings and keep distance, and to keep parks and swamps, and this area could collect water, snow, and water the snow could be recycled, reused. But unfortunately, most of our building are building the construction in this way, without keeping parks and natural ponds, lakes. So it's necessary to work, simply saying, on these activities, expand TVET, technical vocational training, and expand cooperation. And to have this type of summer schools and involve more politicians and decision makers and students. So everybody should learn something like lifelong learning, and to keep everything more sustainable. Thank you very much. I appreciate for this wonderful training program.